Hi, I'm Chris Cracknell, Chair of the British Chamber of Commerce here in Thailand, and today I'm delighted to be joined by James Teague, Country President Thailand for AstraZeneca. James, thank you for joining us, and I know you're heavily involved as a Director of the British Chamber in your first year of serving with the British Chamber as well. Could you tell me something about the work you're involved with the Chamber, and especially your area of focus?
Yeah, so thanks for the opportunity, Chris, and also thanks for joining me into the Chamber this year, my first year as a director. I think for me, there's been many learnings about being a new director for BCCT. And I remember the interviews that we had originally about what you're going to bring to the Chamber, and my honest answer was, I'm not sure, because it's my first position outside of the UK for AstraZeneca. I've been with AZ for 13 years, and my first role as a chamber here in Thailand. I think one thing that I've been really passionate to get involved in is around the CSR, or sustainability agenda within BCCT. And we saw that Calvin, who is a member of BCCT, leading around the sustainability agenda. And one thing that I'm really proud that AstraZeneca has been able to contribute is something called the Young Health Programme. And Young Health Programme is really a unique global programme with a partner called Plan International. And what we're focused on is educating the future leaders, educating the future of our youth. So really it's about non-communicable diseases. So helping young people make the right choices about prevention of diabetes, reduction in smoking, eating the right foods. And so far this year, we've educated around 14,000 kids directly and over 1.3 million indirectly. So it's great that both AstraZeneca and the Chamber and all of the members with BCCT have been able to partner and get involved in making young people, helping young people make the right choices for NCD prevention. So that's one key area that I'm really proud to be involved in. The second is about understanding the opportunities for the healthcare environment for the Chamber. This is a new group that we're running so far this year, and it's looking about how all of the members can access the healthcare environment, both in terms of what's the needs of our membership here in Thailand, but also what's the opportunity about partnerships. We've started to see new partnerships come together. Example, AstraZeneca is starting to partner with Lexicon directly in terms of innovative new content, working around education for patients, education for consumers. And that's really an area that I think we can build across BCCT, looking at the industry, looking at the opportunities for our members to collaborate together.
Excellent. I mean, these are two really important areas for the British Chamber, and it's fantastic you're involved. The work AstraZeneca does in this area is, again, world-leading, world-class stuff, and it's great to share in that experience. Just bringing it a little bit back to the topic of the year, the last 2 years, COVID, vaccinations. AstraZeneca's played a leading role here within Thailand in vaccination, in helping bring solutions to people. Could you give us a brief update on where things stand at the moment and how you see things unfolding?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 2020 was an incredibly challenging year for the globe and a challenging year for Thailand with COVID-19. AstraZeneca's landmark partnership with Oxford University, really to make the vaccine available at no profit, at no loss, and a strategy really about broad, equitable and timely access. If you think about what the partnership has been able to achieve in 9 months is really incredible, and have to thank all of our partners across the globe and our partners here in Thailand for what we've been able to achieve in 9 months that would normally take decades in terms of the development, commercialization and manufacturing of the vaccine itself. I mean, here in Thailand, the Thai should be incredibly proud of what they've managed to achieve in terms of manufacturing the vaccine here. Both approved from Australian TGA authority, but also very recently from the World Health Organization. So everybody should have a lot of confidence in the quality and efficacy of the vaccine itself, and the role that Thailand plays, not only manufacturing the vaccine for Thailand, but the role Thailand has in terms of a medical innovation hub, supplying the rest of the region. And so far, we've delivered around 25 million doses to Thailand, and we've made a commitment that we'll deliver the full 61 million by the end of this year. And if you look at the results of the vaccination program, if you take Bangkok, for example, over 60-70% of the population here in Bangkok have now been vaccinated. If you look at the effects of vaccination on mortality and also hospitalizations, it's actually a big decline in terms of hospitalizations and mortality here in the city. So that should encourage everybody that the vaccination is working and helping the country and helping Bangkok recover both clinically and economically.
Excellent, and that's really good news. Thank you for sharing that. And it's also worth just mentioning, of course, the British Chamber got involved with helping member companies, employees of member companies get vaccinated, British passport holders and their carers here in Thailand. And I know you gave a lot of support and guidance to Greg and who he should be talking to achieve what has been achieved so far, which is an ongoing live project and good progress. Just coming a little bit back to yourself, you've been in the country now a relatively short period of time, but you've had a baptism of fire. Tell us something about the James Teague that we may not know from what's been released. Something about yourself, sport or something like that.
Thanks for the opportunity. So as I said, I've been in the company 13 years. The majority of my working life I've spent in the UK, and my role previous to this was heavily focused on China and the US. So this is really an opportunity to learn something different about the culture, the country, and have to say that everybody here has been so welcoming for me and my family, especially my young daughter Willow, who's 17 months. I mean, the culture here and how friendly everybody is towards kids, it's been easy to move our family here in Thailand and to settle. Now, I am a keen sportsman historically, so I played cricket for the south of England and Hampshire for a number of years, and then focused on my studies, went to university, did business administration, and then entered the pharmaceutical industry as my first role. And I've been here ever since, and massively grateful to AstraZeneca for all of the different roles and experiences that it's given me over the last 13 years.
James, thank you very much. It's excellent to have you on the board of the British Chamber. I know you've got an awful lot to offer, and I know you're keen to influence so many aspects of what we do as a chamber going forward. You're very active with members and you're active on the board. Thank you for that. Great work with AstraZeneca here. I know it's been a big impact, positive impact for the country. It's really great to see the way you've led it and the way you've communicated what has been going on to the public and obviously within the British Chamber itself. Thank you. Delighted to have James with me today. I hope you've learned a little bit more about the James Teague that is here now in Thailand, what AstraZeneca is doing, and also how you can participate within the British Chamber of Commerce. There's lots of different aspects to what we do, and we're made up by our members for our members. And it's great to see proactive members like James leading on our behalf and on your behalf. Thank you.